Welcome to tonight's post-game press conference of Game 3 of the East Finals between the Hamilton Bulldogs and the North Bay Battalion. For those tuning in from home on CHL TV and watching your TV North Bay, welcome. Winning tonight's game 6-4 and now leading the series 3-0 are the Hamilton Bulldogs. Joining us now is the Bulldogs head coach Jay McKee and forward Avery Hayes. Coach, a strong performance by your team tonight on the road. What are your overall thoughts on tonight's play?
It's what we expected. We knew North Bay was going to come out physical, playing a fast style of game. Very dangerous team, and they showed that tonight. So I think it was what we expected. Again, fortunate to get the win. I think it could have went either way tonight. There was certainly holes in our games at point tonight, holes in theirs, but fortunate for the win.
Avery, you've now recorded at least 3 points in all of the games this series. What was the team's momentum like heading into this road game, knowing that you were facing off against a team that's been quite successful at home this season?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were going to get their best effort tonight, so we had to bring our A game, and we weren't our best tonight, but we know Friday we'll come out to play because the job's not finished yet. So.
Coach, post-game, Game 2, you mentioned the respect you have for the battalion. After tonight's game where you really saw the best version of the battalion so far this series, what's your opinion on the team now?
Well, our opinion has always been that they're a great hockey club. They had a fantastic season, played fantastic throughout the playoffs. We're really watching two really good hockey clubs go at it every night, and we really have to be on our A game. This one almost slipped at points, and we bared down in the end there. I thought we had a better third period than the first two. But I think they showed we can't take shifts off like we've said before. Otherwise, they're going to find the back of the net. They're that good.
Avery, for you, you've had a big series. You touched on it a little bit, but I mean, the depth of this team is pretty remarkable. I mean, if it's not you one night, it could be McTavish the next or Morrison the next. Just talk about the depth on this team. Yeah,
I mean, being an older guy, it's huge knowing that we have so many other older guys and even the younger guys that can contribute if the top guys are out. So it's nice.
Last one I have for you, Coach, going into Game 4, the chance to sweep the series. What's the mindset going into that game? You could be hoisting a trophy here on enemy soil on Friday.
The mindset is going to be more of the same. Teams that have their back up against the wall give their best effort, so we'll expect that. They're at home. They're a team that has a lot of pride. It's just going to be more of the same, that we can't take our foot off the gas, and we're going to have to earn everything we get. Like always, we'll look at the things we did well, areas to improve, and try and be better in a couple nights.
Coach, you guys got out to a 3-1 lead early in the second period, and then they tied it up 3-3 with a couple of quick ones. What was just the message to the bench on the guys? You mentioned, there were a couple of moments where it almost slid away. How did you guys get it back on track there?
Well, I was just getting back to our game plan. I thought we played a little bit too loose tonight. I thought we played casual at times. The first period, we were playing a little bit more one-on-one hockey instead of using each other like we have in the past. And I don't think we played tight enough. We opened it up, and they scored the 2 goals off of hard work and good execution, and we were lucky enough to kind of regroup and get back to, what's made us successful in the past.
Avery, everyone's talking about, the 3 multi-point games in a row to open up the East Final. How do you stay focused knowing that you kind of got a hot stick, but it could be anyone on any given night with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, every game's a new game. The way the puck's bouncing in the last game isn't going to bounce the same the next game. So I just try to control what I can and focus on the shift in front of me.
Joining us now is North Bay Battalion head coach Ryan Oulahen and forward Kyle Jackson. Coach, obviously not the outcome you were looking for tonight, but it was still a hard-fought battle, a really strong second period by your team. What are your overall thoughts on tonight's play?
Well, the overall thoughts are, first off, again, not the outcome that we wanted here. We were better tonight, clearly better than we have been throughout this series. So we're making strides. I think the biggest message for us is we need to be just a little bit better in every single area. We've had the motto since day one of being 1% better. And I think that's, we need to be 1% better on our stick battles, 1% better finishing plays, 1% better in all over the ice in different areas. So that's going to be our theme here. And, obviously we've dug a hole, but, one game at a time.
Kyle, it was obviously a higher energy game out there for your team tonight. Did playing in front of a home crowd affect the team's performance for you tonight?
Yeah, it was awesome to get the crowd going early and get that first goal. And, the chance at the start of the game, that gets you going. And just to be back on home ice feels good. And, we didn't get the outcome we wanted, but it was a better game for us.
Kyle, off the hop, like you mentioned, you guys got the first goal. And how did that kind of relax the bench, if at all? And then coming back in the third period and tying up the game, just what was the mindset on the bench after that?
Yeah, it was huge. We haven't got the first goal against these guys very often, so to get the first goal was big. And then, to come back in the third and just to keep fighting, and, that's what we're going to keep doing here.
Coach, coming up to Game 4 here on Friday, backs up against the wall, just with the fan support and everything, what does it mean to have the fan support here for the Gardens and also the mindset going into that game? Like you mentioned, the 1%.
I think even maybe the crowd could be 1% better too. I mean, we're looking for help in any which way. We're in the conference finals here, and it's a Friday night in North Bay. Let's pack this building. We need it as loud as possible. You can tell our players feed off of it, right? When you hear the Go Troops go at the beginning of the game, we came out with a better start. I believe that's a big factor. And then different moments. I mean, in the second period, we had really good momentum going there, and it was the crowd. It was on our side. So, we'd like to see a great crowd here on Friday. I think it can help us. And then just overall, again, it's one game at a time. We can't look at the overall picture. It's one shift, one period, one game, and that's the approach we're going to have.
Kyle, former teammate of yours, Justin Brazo, makes the kind of a celebrity appearance in the game tonight. You guys get the chance to hear from him at all pregame or leading up to it, just kind of connect back and what his message was leading in?
Yeah, we got to see Braz in throughout the arena. He comes in and trains here, and he's very positive. He's on our side, and it's great to see him, and it was great to see him here at the game.
Coach, you guys had some performances. One that hops out to me is Nick Seema tonight, some guy that's, not a huge one on a night-to-night basis in the lineup, but showed up for you tonight. What did you see from him that popped off the page of you in this one?
Well, obviously, everyone sees the goal, the finish by him, but I think he's earned it. There's a kid that early in the playoffs wasn't in the lineup every single night, but he's worked extremely hard on his game. We worked on him being on his left side, being a left winger. Kudos to him. We talk about the word karma. He's got a lot on his side. I thought him and Romani were excellent today. Even late in the game, you could see, those are 16-year-old kids. They're the only 16-year-olds in the series right now, and doing an unbelievable job for us.